Donald Trump rang in the new year, as you do, by bleeding out conspiracy theories about Liz Cheney, saying, why did American Disaster Liz Cheney, who suffers from TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome, and was defeated for blah, 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 she lost by a lot, who cares? Illegally delete and destroy most of the evidence and related items from the January 6th Committee of Political Thugs and Misfits. This act of extreme sabotage makes it impossible for my lawyers to properly prepare for and present a proper defense of their client, me. Yeah, we know that. We know you're the client. Anyway, what he's saying, he's talking about crazy Nancy Pelosi turning down 10,000 soldiers that I offered to guard the Capitol building and beyond. It's gone. Okay, so there's a lot of nonsense there, but let's move to the substance, I guess. It's substantive in the way that cotton candy is technically a solid. So what he's saying is, and the reason I think this is worth focusing on is because generally he has not engaged with the actual content of the cases that he's facing. Usually he just says, they can't come after me, it's election interference. This is him talking about an actual fact on the ground. Did he say there should be 10,000 soldiers or whatever to protect the Capitol? Now, in my view, it's utterly irrelevant because he still sent the crowd there. The fact that there weren't these soldiers, like, okay, I guess then I suppose more of your followers would have been shot, I suppose. That's your defense. But it's also utter nonsense. There is no evidence that he told Nancy Pelosi that she should ring the Capitol with soldiers as he was calling around the country to organize his massive riot. There's no evidence of that. And he appears to know that, which is why he is now saying that Liz Cheney, for some reason, was the single point of contact for whatever evidence there was. She got rid of it. And so now he can't use that as a defense in court. And thus, I guess the whole thing should just dissolve. Why Liz Cheney would be the person that would have single-handed access to that makes no sense. He's not providing an explanation for that, but he clearly thinks that this is going to be persuasive, at least to his base, if not to a court. What do you think?
I mean, Trump, per usual, is just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what will stick. We know that he has it out for Liz Cheney. And before any of us start to pat her on the back, in my opinion, not my opinion, she voted overwhelmingly with the Trump agenda. So she's not some savior. I don't even understand. I mean, anytime anybody just crosses Trump in his mind just a little bit, he goes after you. But I just want to remind folks that Liz Cheney was very much in line with Donald J. Trump on policy issues when she was in that Congress. So don't get this twisted.
That is true. That is true. So on the bad side, support his agenda. On the good side, is now against him and is a Cheney. Anyway, yeah, I don't understand people's need to venerate Liz Cheney or whatever.
Please.
But on the other side of the coin, I don't think that she destroyed January 6th evidence.
Well, yeah.
I think
no.
I think if you're going to make that claim, you need to provide evidence.
That's true,
hasn't
John.
done that. Yeah,
I got off top. You're right. Yeah, no. There's no proof that she did that. At the same time, do both of them just are out to get each other? In other words, I'm not so sure that Liz Cheney has necessarily seen the light as much as she's just totally anti-Trump at this moment. But she was not always anti-Trump. So if she's seen the light, hey, God bless her if she's seen it. I just don't believe it. I just believe those two are just going at each other. And that nothing about her internal policy compass has changed.
I think that is a fair assessment. That said, I want to go to some of the other people that were involved with this sort of area of the January 6th thing. So here is the acting defense secretary at the time on January 6th, Christopher Miller, being interviewed by the January 6th committee.
To be crystal clear, there was no direct order from President Trump to put 10,000 troops to be on the ready for January 6th, correct?
No, that's correct. There was no order from the president.
Yeah, it didn't happen. Again, this is one of the weirdest things that we have to sort of discuss on this show. When a claim is made that isn't true, but also if it was true, it wouldn't matter. It seems weird to have to fact check that, but both things can be true at the same time. He did not actually do that. And even if he had done that, that does not absolve him of responsibility for the terrible things that happened on January 6th.